What is going on, Pretender here, and today I'm here with a special video. Let me introduce you to this absolutely sick hybrid action dual narrative fantasy RPG called Duet Night Abyss. In this game, you are thrown into a big and dark world where magic and machinery collide. You'll step into the roles of two protagonists from completely different backgrounds, each following their own distinct yet interconnected storylines. Duet Night Abyss is a mix of a fast-paced 3D combat and semi-open world exploration. You'll be able to have free-flow combat with a melee weapon and also be able to have ranged combat with weapons that provide a mix of a bit of third-person shooting. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you over what you could expect from playing this game, taking you over combat and mechanics, the weapon system, gear system, and an entire rundown on the gacha system, including all banners and much more. So if you're curious on how this game works, let's dive straight in. First and foremost, let's talk about the movement, combat, and a bit of character specifics. Movement in this game is quite free flow. Every character in the game does have the ability to double jump, slide, wall climb, dodge, which is good for movement and combat together, and the main movement, helix jump, where you're able to slide into a jump letting you twirl forward, and will be one of the movements you do most frequently. As for combat, first going over universal mechanics, every character is equipped with a melee weapon and a ranged weapon. This will ensure you're set up properly for both fights that are up close and also fights that are positioned further, such as enemies who potentially might be in positions above you or a lot further away, and can also potentially be shooting at you. You also will have a bar that is called the sanity bar. Character skill and character ultimates will have a cost that go towards the sanity bar, so you need to be aware about how much sanity points you do have, since if you don't have enough sanity for the cost required for your character's skill or ultimate, you will not be able to use that ability you're trying to use. Every single character's attack string is tied to the weapon they do have equipped, which I will further showcase in the weapon section, and every character also does come with different skills and different ultimates. For example, Hellfire's skill and ultimate look like this, while Randy's skill and ultimate look like this. Each character will have an entirely different skill and ultimate that will also have different animations and do different things, which you can view all on when you do navigate the character and then their skill details. When we take a look at the weapons, Duet Night Abyss offers a big selection on both melee weapons and ranged weapon types. A big thing you do want to note though is each character does have their own weapon mastery, meaning weapons they do prefer using. For example, Margie prefers to use polearms for melee and shotguns for range, while someone like Outsider will prefer to use dual blades for melee and dual pistols for range. This doesn't mean they can't use any other weapon type though, they still will be able to equip different weapon types. Anyway, talking about weapon specifics, for melee there are 6 weapon types, including greatsword, dual blade, katana, polearm, sword, and whip sword. Each of these weapons have different weapon skills, 4 stars or higher only, stats, and weapon attack strings. Vernal Jade Halberd's skill will increase damage to targets inflicted with bonus effects by 40%, while something like Blade Amber Glow will have a 12% chance to restore 4 points on sanity when you do deal crit damage. As mentioned previously, each weapon does have a different attack string. Greatsword looks like this, while Whip Sword looks like this. As for ranged weapons also do follow the same format, 6 different type of ranged weapons, different weapon skills, stats, and instead, fire rate. Now taking you over Demon Wedges. Demon Wedges are the gear equivalent system you are able to put on both your characters and weapons. They come with buffs and also something known as tolerance. Each Demon Wedge comes with an amount of tolerance you must take into consideration, and you will not be able to go over the total tolerance limit when you are equipping gear on your character and or weapon. Each character and weapon have a tolerance limit that can be increased further by leveling and ascending of your character, so be sure to not neglect the level of your character and your weapons. As mentioned, the system serves as the gear for your character and weapons. You can read each effect that each Demon Wedge will provide by selecting them. Demon Wedges provide a vast majority of buffs for your characters, such as increasing their max sanity, max HP, attack, and so on. Some of them potentially may come with a buff alongside a demerit though, such as being able to actually buff your max sanity, but at the same time lowering your max HP. So be sure to account for that as well. Same thing does also apply to your weapons. Demon Wedges are able to increase their crit stats, damage, trigger probability, and so on. Something important to note though is character, melee weapons, and ranged weapons will all have different wedges. So you cannot use a character demon wedge on a weapon and vice versa. You can also have presets on your characters and weapons for demon wedges, which is going to be great for the vast variety of the game modes provided in this game. Now covering probably the most important part, which is gacha aspects and gacha rates. As a new player, you'll have a total of 4 banners available to you. The first and arguably most important one is the starter chrono banner. Here you will have a list of 6 powerful 5-star characters to add to your roster. This banner serves as the beginner banner, allowing you to get a quicker 5-star to start your journey a lot stronger. Not only does it cost less total pulls than the normal banners, you're also guaranteed to get the 5-star character within 50 pulls. Outside of that, the rates shared across this and other character banners such as limited rate up or standard are relatively the same. Each 5-star has a drop rate of 0.6%, overall 1.6%, and the 4-stars have a base drop rate of 5.1%, overall 13%, although you are guaranteed a 4-star character or weapon every 10 pulls. When we take a look at the limited banner, we will see that there are 2 selections. The difference is the first one is a one-time only offer. The 5-star you will pull on this one is guaranteed to be the rate up limited character, meaning you do not have to play a 50-50 chance for your first copy. A 5-star character is guaranteed within 90 pulls, and the second version of the banner is the normal one, where you will have a 50-50 chance to either get a standard character or the limited rate up. If you do not end up pulling the limited rate up character, aka losing the 50-50, the next 5-star will be guaranteed the limited rate up. The weapon banner works a little differently. Here pity instead is a total pulls of 80 and there are no 50-50s, meaning if you do get a 5-star, it is going to be the rate up weapon. The weapon banner is usually the best in slot for the current limited character, and the base probability for the limited time weapons are 0.8% with an overall rate of 1.87%. While the base probability for 4-stars is 6.6%, overall 14.8%. And finally, we have the standard banner. Here all non-limited 5-star characters and weapons will be. It has the same 90 pity and same rates, except here the 5-star you can get is going to be any standard 5-star character or any 5-star standard weapon. Duet Night Abyss also does offer quite the ability to customize your character drip. In the cosmetics section, you are able to get different types of cosmetics for your characters, being able to add headpieces, facial cosmetics, waist straps, and one on your back. There are multiple ways to get them, such as buying them with cosmetic currency, or getting them from a bundle. Future events will also have them too. Best part is, it isn't just limited to your characters, but also your weapons can also have cosmetic changes, such as a different skin, which will vary from weapon to weapon, and the main thing would be coloring of your weapon. You can also add an accessory to your weapons. This allows more player freedom to create and share their character drip by the editing of colors of their weapons that you are using to further match your character in use, such as changing the color of a weapon to be more black and red to match Hellfire's design. Being able to change these colors of different parts of your weapons allows you to make some pretty sick color combinations. And that's everything you do need to know about Duet Night Abyss, from the movement and combat to weapons, gear, gacha, and even customization. Whether you're into fast-paced action or just love experimenting with builds and drip, this game is shaping up to be something special. And if you are interested, be sure to check out the description below to pre-register. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out.